Hello everyone, my name is Ashlyn and I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. So today I want to talk about when you know it's time for a change. Now this is going to be just like a real talk, like a girl talk or a guy girl talk, whoever's watching, like realness. Now you know when it's time for you to change something in your life, but instead of paying attention to what needs to change, we go around and we ignore it. And what happens is we ignore it and we ignore it and we ignore it. And we begin to become more and more miserable or more tired or more stressed or more frustrated or more confused because we feel like we don't understand why things aren't working or why I'm feeling this way. So I want to first of all share with you like what kind of set in for me to kind of make those changes because I knew it was time. And then also to just give you some encouragement to either take that chance and make the change, or just maybe you just are watching this video so that you can start to pay more attention to your own life. So we know when it's time for a change. Now, this set in for me at my job. Now, some of you may or may not know, I was in the medical field as an ultrasound technician for about 7 years. And I recently left my job to do my passion and to do what I love. Now, I'm not suggesting that that's what people do, and I will make a separate video on that. But what I am saying is that I knew it was time for a change. Now, I did ultrasound for that long, but I was also at the same company for that long. And I knew there came a time where I outgrew the company. I outgrew that position. And it wasn't even just outgrowing. It didn't feel right for me. And what happened was I felt bored. I was going in doing the same thing over and over again. I was tired. I was stressed. And what happened is it began to spill over into my personal life and in other areas of my life. But there was also a blessing in that. And the blessing in that was a lot of times when you are going through discomfort and you are going through struggle and you're tired of the lack, you're tired of frustration, you're tired of stress, you're tired of the boss, you're tired of blaming people, whatever it is you're going through, that's for you to pay attention to, because that's letting you know something's off. Something feels unsettled and I need to make a change. I need to fix something because I don't want to live my life like this. And so that's what I started to do. And the blessing in it was that because of that discomfort, it pushed me into where I needed to be anyway. It pushed me into being the person that I'm becoming today. It pushed me into following my dreams and really start to look at my life. It really helped me to reflect on my own self, to look and say like, well, what's going on? Like, why is everything feeling so hard for me? And maybe you can relate to that when things just feel so much of a struggle. It's like, why? And what am I here for in life if it's going to be this difficult, So then I took a look back, and what I really did was I started to work on myself. Always know and realize that whatever you're going through in your life, it's a sign. It's all about you. And it's a sign for you to make that change. It's something that you're thinking that's off. It's something that you're feeling that's off. You're not believing in yourself. You're not taking action. It's something that's off. And it's up to you to pay attention to that. Because if you don't, it's like, who will? And no one can really take that action forward but you. So you have to get to that point where you say, you know what? I'm tired. You're right, Ashlyn. I am tired. You're right. I have been struggling. So what do I do now from here? How do I make this change? How do I adjust? And what you do is you pay attention and see what's wrong. What are you thinking? Why aren't you following your dreams? Why aren't you doing what you love? For me, it was I thought it was going to be too hard. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think that I was enough. You know how people say that, whatever that even means. We are all enough. We all are unique in our own way. And whatever you're meant to do, you're meant to do. Whoever you're meant to be, you're meant to be. So don't ever discredit that. And know that God and the universe wants the absolute best for you. So that's why you're feeling this discomfort. It's for you to understand that something's off. It's for you to understand that, hey, I have a better opportunity for you, but I need you to take that step. I need you to make that change so that we can move on to happy and bigger and better things. And a lot of times it's out of love. It's not about hate to your job or hate to that relationship or anything. It's just about, I want to be living in my best life. I want to be in wellness and I want to be happy. I want that for myself. I want that for my family. So what will that take? And I think a lot of people just struggle with, we just don't pay attention. We feel like we get caught up. I was so stuck. And you're around a bunch of people who are doing the same thing you are, complaining every day and feeling sorry for themselves, but they're not taking any action to change anything. And maybe you are around people that take the action, but I'm saying the people that don't. And it's like, do you ever ask yourself why? Like, there's so many people out there living their best life for real. Like, they're so happy and so like doing and going after their lives and their dreams and aspirations. But do you ever wonder what is holding me up? And that's what I had to do. I had to ask some questions. I had to ask some hard questions. I had to, like dig through some stuff to figure out what was the problem. And I feel like in this video, in this message, I just want to help you to understand that transparency. The reason why I do this, or the reason why I'm making this video, is because I want other people to live happily. I'm wanting it for myself. So that's why I'm taking the steps every day to do that. That's why I'm learning online training to better myself so that I can live a life where I can work from anywhere in the world, where I can live a life where I can create passive income and I can help so many people. I want to help people on a global scale. I had a bigger vision and a big dream for my life, so I knew I had to take the steps to do that. Why? Because life is short. You only live so long, so when are you going to get started? And that was just like, Ashley, you've been putting stuff off for so long. When are you going to get started? So I had to say, oh, you know what, you're right. When the time is now. And trust me, a lot of times you think you don't have what it takes. You have everything that you need. It's just when you start to focus on it and start to believe in yourself that you can make it possible, the universe starts to open up so much to you. And then you're like, oh, okay, so let me try this. Or okay, maybe let me try that. But you got to start making those steps and moving forward. So I just want to encourage you, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling struggle, if you're feeling that nudge, and it won't go away. Because it didn't go away for me. It bothered me every day I was at work. Every day, like, you know you need to be doing something else. You know you're not happy. So don't make everybody else around you miserable too. Go get your happiness. Go after that you want to do. And is it easy all the time? No, but guess what? You always have guidance. You always have help. There's always a helping hand. And if you know that, then it'll help you to follow through. Now, so get what you need. Get that training like I'm doing and learn and get around a good community. I have a good community of mentors and people that support and want to see me succeed. That's another thing. Pay attention to your environment and make sure you're switching this up. So I don't want to go too long, but I just want to encourage you to make that change. And I'm out here doing it too. So I'm not just on camera trying to tell you how to live your life, and I'm not doing that myself. And pay attention to those people too. People who try to tell you what you need to do, but they're not doing it. Just saying. Now, but when you find people who are doing what you want to do and they're living their life and they're happy, that's the people that you want to surround yourself with. So I want to leave you with that. Just know not to ignore those nudges. Don't ignore that knowing, because you know what's best for you. Don't ignore it. And I want to thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Peace.